Hey everyone, it's Hugh Culver, the author of Give Me a Break. In this short video, I want to talk about email. I mean, it's an easy argument to make. We all spend a lot of time on email. We've got these bulging inboxes. We've got all these emails that are unread. So what do you do about it? Well, first of all, you have to acknowledge it is a bit of a cost. You know, the fact that you're on email means you're not doing something else. And what concerns me is that a lot of people are using their email to give them direction. Oh, so-and-so just made a request. Great, I'm going to go and respond to that. Oh, so-and-so just sent me some information, so I'm going to go and spend some time looking at that. The better strategy is to use your plans, of course, to give you direction and to use your email as a tool. You know, one study I read recently says that we're spending as much as 28% of our time in our day on email. That's an enormous cost. So here are 3 simple strategies to help you to reduce that time on email. Number 1 is to visit and not live there. So rather than being on email all the time, rather than being standing in line when you should be taking a break and checking your email, turn email off and go and do some actual work, some project work, some client work, and then visit your email, go for a chunk of time, maybe 5 or 10 minutes, work on it, but only work on email, then turn it off and go and do something else. Tip number 2, use the subject line. I think you might be surprised how many of your emails can actually be communicated just using the subject line. What happens when you just use the subject line is it forces you to be succinct. You don't have to create that whole Dear John body of the letter. You just use the subject line. And then what we do is we put EOM at the end. So end of message, EOM. So for example, hey, can you send that photograph again? Or thanks for that response. Or can you, do you have time to meet later today? Or EOM. It's a very simple way to reduce a lot of time consuming typing and building up your email. And tip number 3 is don't use it at all. You know, a lot of emails should not be sent in the first place. As a general rule, I wouldn't send any emails that have to do with emotion or any emails that require more than maybe, 100 or 150 words to compose. That's the time to pick up the phone or walk down the hall or to organize a meeting. So tip number 1, visit, don't live there. Go in short, concentrated chunks of time. Number 2, experiment with the subject line, EOM at the end. Just, for a lot of people that you communicate on a regular basis, they probably would think that's a great improvement. And then tip number 3 is only use email for sharing information or making really simple requests. All right, hope that serves you. And until next time, be your best, see the best in others, and make it happen.